Sanju, after installation, are able to run any Java programs? Did you tried, or you just install Java in your machine?
I installed Java, then I installed Eclipse.
Okay. Okay, that's fine.
I didn't try it with the command prompts.
Okay, okay, okay. But you didn't try executing any Java program, correct? Or you? Okay.
I just tried the system print NL, something like that. Just a simple pro I tried, but
Okay, okay, okay.
it's very difficult for me.
Okay, okay, okay. Anyway, that I'm going to show you in my system. Not a problem. Okay. But I just want to show you installation in an interactive way because my system is installed with many things.
Yes.
Mona, now you can go ahead of downloading JDK.
Okay, in my machine?
Yeah, in your machine. First of all, before that, you check what type of operating system you have, either 64 or 32.
Yeah, I already checked it, 64.
Yeah, then please download 64-bit JDK. Monica, you also can go ahead of downloading it.
Yeah, it's already finished.
It's already downloaded?
Yeah, done.
Okay, okay.
Do you want me to open the folder or?
Yes, open the folder. So I'm going to guide you step by step here. Sunita, you can do the same, okay? So that others also can see the same, okay? And double click on that.
Okay.
Okay, so here your installation is starting here. You have to click step by step, okay? And we need to be concerned about the location where it is installing. That is one place where we need to do some change, and all other steps are we need to click on next. So Sunita, please click on next. So here it is very important. It is by default it is looking for the location program file Java JDK 1.7 underscore so and so. But in this place it is going to install JDK. But I would like to change it here to JDK 1.7. Click on change. And here removing the complete folder name, and beside C:/ type CD JDK 1.5. Just type it. Remove everything here? In the folder name, selected one. So remove everything, just keep JDK 1.7 beside C:/ JDK,
okay.
small only, JDK 1.7. 1.7. Okay. So click on next. It will create a folder. If the folder does not exist, don't worry about that.
see. Is it like your computer is overloaded? Would you like to hide all the sharing?
That is not an issue.
That is.
Is that like with space?
Is that? I think is this my computer? It's like telling it's. Is it your computer?
No, yours only. So whatever it is showing, everything relevant to yours now.
Okay, so that's what I just want to know because there's less space in my computer.
Oh, is it? Okay,
Yeah.
let's see. Installation won't take much place. Okay, that is regarding it is using the resources. Okay, now see, after JDK is completed, now it is prompting for JRE, Java Runtime Entity. It is up to you whether we can keep in the program file Java Runtime Entity or you would like to store in JDK, but not an issue because JRE always will be started by itself. So you can click Nest. It will install. Later.
Okay, to complete it the next time you log in.
Okay. Close. Okay. Now Java installation is completed. If you would like to see whether it is completed or not, just open JDK 1.7 folder in C.
See.
In C JDK 1.7, if you can see here, left side. I think you double click on
Yeah,
the
it's
same.
here. It's here.
Yeah. Okay, here you are able to see some of the folder, bin folder, lib folder,
Yeah.
something like db include. So all of you able to see that folders, correct? So the important thing you need to know, what is bin folder, what is lib folder here. Those are very important. You know that Java has a lot many tools available in the Java, like it has compiler and interpreter kind of thing. Okay, for everything there is one file, one exe is available in executable things, or some runtime tools are available. Okay, those are there in bin folder, and lib folder is having some of the jar files. Okay, jar means Java archive. I'm going to show it later. Okay, so very first thing what you have to do is you need to check whether Java is running on your machine or not. You have installed that set, but Java is not going to run. Okay, that is because I'm going to tell you what you need to do. Okay, so can you open bin folder, Sunita, here?
Okay. Yeah.
So in this, whatever you are seeing something like Java here, Java 171 KB. Okay, that is one thing which will use to run the program, and Java C just down to that 16 KB. So that one, Java C and Java. Okay, those two are very, very important for us. Not only that, all Java related environment specific running files will be there in bin folder. So we need to say to your system to look into these location whenever you are saying that Java C and Java. Whenever you are trying to use this tool, you have to say to your computer that please look into this location for these things, and go back one step, come back to JDK 1.7, open lib folder. Okay, here also there are something, so many things are there. I would like to focus on two files, DT and tools. So if you can see over there, executable jar file, DT and tools. What are these files? What exactly these files has? Okay, when you are trying to write a Java program and running a Java program, you will be using, there are lot many predefined things which are available in Java to run the current program, because language specific things, fundamentals. Okay, so what are the keywords, what are the literals, what type of data types available, so what are the predefined classes, predefined objects, such kind of information will be there in this dt.jar and tools.jar. Okay, you have to mention these two files in the class path. Okay, so that's what you have to do is, okay, so okay, Sunita, can you please right click on my computer, open my computer and right click. My computer, right click, here it is there.
Yeah, yeah. Where do you want me to go?
Right click, go to properties. So I'm just showing you how to do path settings kind of thing. Here, advanced system settings. Left side, left side.
Is this not the one?
Yeah, advanced system settings.
Yeah.
Yeah, click on that advanced system settings. Okay, here after going this, you will be able to see environment variables, correct? Click on environment variables, down. Okay, here you are able to see something, all of you, something called path. Okay, there is something like user variable and system variable. Forget about system variable, you are not going to set anything system variable. You have to set some values for user variables. There is a variable called path which is already done. If there is no path, you need to create a path. Okay, if path is already there, just click on path and click on edit. Click on edit. Then path variable will be opened. Then variable value, go till end. Don't remove it. Go till end. Click on at end. Keep a semicolon
That is
over there.
end. Okay.
Keep a semicolon. Semicolon, not colon. Okay. Now here you need to type something. I am pinging in the chart window. You are not able to get the chart window.
I'm able to see it. Yeah.
Okay, I think chart window is not displaying to you. Okay, what you have to do is, let's keep that one open, and there you have to type C:/,
C.
or else you can open,
C. It's not.
try to open JDK folder, down one, beside GoToMeeting, C lib1,
Yeah.
go back. Open bin folder. Okay, click on the address bar, top one, my computer JDK bin you are seeing now. There you click, top, my computer C JDK.
Yeah.
Yeah, click on that address bar. Beside bin you click. Double click on bin, click on beside bin. Okay, then copy, Control C.
Do you want to copy this one? What do you want?
Copy and go to now system properties, down. Okay, now you paste it over there and semicolon.
Yeah.
Semicolon.
Semicolon.
Okay. Click on OK. Then now we have done with path setting. Like don't close it. So we need to do two settings. One is path setting. Second one is class path setting. So path variable, path is nothing but where the bin folder is available. That location we need to mention. Then next is class path we need to set. Okay, for that there is no class path variable over there for user. Then you need to click on new on the top, beside edit. Top.
I
not
think
system
there's a
variable.
class path.
No, that is for
It's not
system.
one.
Just forget about,
Okay.
cancel it.
Okay.
Cancel it. This one. Okay. Take user path. New.
Here.
Yeah. Okay. Here you need to set variable name as class path capital. No, don't give any space. Okay. In the variable value, percentage class path, percentage class path.
Percentage.
You'll have that on 5, digit number 5. Shift. Yeah, percentage class path.
Here also
Yeah.
caps.
So yeah. This percentage class path indicating that to please make sure that the existing class path should continue there. Again, percentage semicolon. This value is representing that the existing class path should maintain, and along with for that you append the class path whatever I am mentioning. That is that open the bin folder again. Here we'll copy the folder structure. Down. Let it be there. Okay. Go to lib folder over there.
Yeah.
Instead of bin, lib folder. Okay, lib.
Yeah,
Copy
you want
that
me to
the
click here?
yeah. Copy that folder structure. Okay. And try to paste there in system properties. Keep semicolon. Don't click OK. Keep semicolon.
Yes.
Again paste. Slash.
Backslash. Or
Yeah, the same slash whatever is there.
Okay.
Okay. dt.jar. dt.jar. Small. Lowercase. Semicolon. Again Control V, paste. Slash. Tools.jar. TOOLS. Click OK. Semicolon. OK. Click on OK. Now we have done with class path also. First thing you need to do, pass setting. Click on OK here. Okay. Click OK here too. Okay. Now we have installed Java and done with path settings. Now you need to check whether Java is running in your machine or not. Okay. To do that, go to run. Click on start menu and run. Type CMD and enter.
CMD.
Yeah, CMD, which is command prompt. Enter. Okay. Now here type Java C and enter. Java C. Enter. So if you are able to see this one, Java is running your machine. Type Java and enter. These things won't work out after installation of Java before doing the path settings. This will work out after path settings, after completion of path settings, which means that your path is working fine. Okay. So installation of Java is completed in your machine. Okay. I'm taking back the control.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. So all of you able to see my screen, correct? Mona?
I'm able to see my screen, correct? Mona?
Yeah, but can you help me?
Come again, Mona?
Yeah.
Come again, Mona?
Can you help me to install in my machine because I'm having problem.
Yeah, okay. I'll take care of installation of Java in your machine. Okay, okay, but I just want to show to all. Okay, after the class, I'll install in your machine. Is that fine?
Okay. Yeah, that's
Okay.
fine.
Yeah, fine. Monica, are able to see my screen? Okay. Sanju, you are also correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, fine. Sunita, you are also able to see.
Yeah.
Yeah, fine. So anyway, let me repeat the steps and check whether you have any queries in installation of Java. First of all, you need to download the right JDK. To select the right JDK, first of all, you need to validate what kind of operating system you have, either 64-bit or 32-bit, that you can validate to by going menu. I have 64-bit. Then once you have confirmed that a bit of operating system, then go to Java downloads. Okay, here you can choose whether 64 or 32-bit relevant. Download that one. Okay, once you're done with the downloading, it will be in some kind of location. So I think I have saved in. Okay. And I'll make sure that I'll prepare a document on installation with all these steps, and I'll keep in Dropbox so that if you can view even if you have any kind of issues. So on this, once you downloaded this one, then double click on that, go through step-by-step installation, and make sure that you will install Java in JDK 1.7 folder. This 1.7 folder is having so many things, something like bin, lib. Bin have all exe files which are used to run your Java program and compiling your Java program, and lib is having all library files which are required to provide the libraries for the basic things which are having Java. In this, dt and tools.jars are very important. So once you are done with all installation, Java installation, you need to do a path setting. Go to my computer, right click, properties, advanced system settings. Here in that, so go to environment variable, make sure that you have class path and path variables. If you don't see that these are there, then you can create by using new. If the existing things are there, then you click on edit. So path setting, this one you have to make. If there is nothing available, then you have to do path setting something like this. Here percentage path, percentage is nothing but whatever the system path here it is available. Okay, so there may be these variables which are already available. I just want to make sure that that path also should continue along with new path need to be set. That's why percentage path I need to use. And for class path, this is very important thing you need to note. If you have installed in JDK 1.7 in C, you need not to do anything. Just you can copy all the things whatever I am mentioning in the notepad directly. Okay, this is what. First of all, class path, existing class path, and say that C colon JDK 1.7 lib contains the libraries, and in that dt.jar you have to specify externally, tools.jar you have to specify externally. Then you are almost done, everything done. To check whether Java is running in your machine or not, go to command prompt, validate it is Java C able to run or not, and Java you are able to run or not. If you are able to see these kind of outputs, when you done that, then you have completed your installation. So any questions on installation, anybody? Anyway, I'll help you if you are facing any issue, but did you understand the procedure of installation? Anybody is having any question, you can raise now. Okay, hope nobody is having any question. Okay. Move on to next step. basic structure of a Java program. This is very important. So whatever I am going to teach you now, basic structure of Java program, it is very important, because we are going to see a skeleton of Java program, how the program looks, what are all the important things, what each and every line and what each and every word represents in this basic structure is very important. Let's say. Okay, this is the skeleton of Java program. Means whenever you are writing a Java program, the outlook will be looks like this. Okay, that's why it is known as skeleton. Let's we talk about each and every word, each and every line here. Let's say very first thing, this is my first program I have written. I have written in a general English, not in Java language. Okay, so this is for understanding purpose, and the very first line is known as comment. So whenever you write a Java program, when you try to compile it, what do you mean by compiling? Basically, compiling is nothing but, what do you mean by compiling? You have written .java program. You have to save it as something like whatever it may be, the name. You have to save it as .java, extend it as .java. Okay, you have written .java program, but this Java program cannot be understood by system, so that you have to make sure that system should understand this one. So that you have to compile your program. When you compile, .java program will be compiled into .class, which can be in the form of bytecode understand by system. So whenever it is compiling, it will check line by line, is there any error or not. If there is no errors, then only it will compile. Okay, if you start writing anything in general English, Java cannot understand. Java compiler understands only Java, not English. Okay, so but I have written some